Hey, welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show. So let's get to that 50,000 subscriber number. So subscribe and like right now. And on Political Beatdown the other day, I was talking with Ben Meiselas about the sentencing delay to September 18th. But that's Trump. Delay, delay, delay. All right, let's watch our take on Beatdown and understand that this tactic by Donald Trump of delay is just part of what Donald Trump is looking to do, and that's to become the ultimate autocrat of America, to destroy our democracy so that he could run the country like a king, like a supreme leader, like a monarch, like a dictator, like a Führer.
Two parts to this that I want to sort of discuss with our brigaders. The first is, if this isn't enough to galvanize Democrats, if it's not enough to galvanize our brigaders and all the folks that listen to Midas Touch Network and Mea Culpa and so on, if it doesn't galvanize all of us right now at this point in history to get together and ensure that we are all registered to vote, that we get out the vote, that you make sure everybody in your house and your office and your neighbors and your friends and your postman and whoever else, if that's not enough to do it, then I'm not sure what's going to get people out there. And I can't stand when I listen to, people talking about, yeah, but under Trump, we had $2 gasoline. And I'm like, shut the fuck up with your $2 gasoline. Our democracy, our democratic republic is at stake. And when you start to see what Trump is willing to do, what he says he wants to do, including things like public executions of Liz Cheney because she's a critic, because he doesn't like her, this is really something that, again, if it's not going to galvanize us right now at this moment in history, nothing will. And that includes leaving Joe Biden alone. I don't care if Joe Biden dies. I would still vote for him over someone who wants to destroy our democratic republic, to destroy our ideals and our country's future. All right? I'm so blown away by listening to people like Jake Tapper, who is making up crap. And then, I'm like up to here with the stupidity of it. The second that this decision came out and it was posted, you could only imagine how my emails, my text messages, my phone started to blow up. And they're asking for my thoughts. Michael, would you share your thoughts regarding this? So I turned around and I responded that the legal system has many challenges to overcome. The most significant is Donald J. Trump. And I want people to understand that this legal matter is not between me and Donald. It is between the people of the state of New York versus Donald J. Trump. I did every single thing that was asked of me in order to hold this man accountable for his dirty deeds. Now, I am certain that DA Bragg and the prosecutorial team will handle this delay and proceed with sentencing in an expeditious and just manner. Now, I want to be clear about something too, that when I put out this statement that Judge Merchan had not responded, he had not responded with the document that we had just posted for you, including the day of September 18th. For sentencing, if in fact sentencing is even relevant. All right. This is a real problem. This is a real problem for those people who want to see Donald Trump held accountable. You see, as humans, human nature is to get angry at somebody who keeps getting away with everything, right? Don't we all want to see justice served? Because I promise you, Ben, as well as to each and every brigader that is with us right now, that if it was you, you would already be in an orange jumpsuit and you have already been incarcerated. Okay? This delay tactic that Donald Trump seems to be so just capable of accomplishing time and time and time again. It's upsetting because we all want to see. Now, by the way, if hypothetically the decision of Judge Merchan on July 11th would have been that he doesn't believe that a sentence of incarceration needs to be had, I would have been okay with that because the system has to be allowed to operate. And I have enough confidence in Judge Merchan that he will make the judicious decision. And if that would be his decision, I would actually accept it. I would say, okay, I mean, I did 36 months. How this man could get off with nothing, I don't fully understand it, but I would respect the decision of the court. Trump doesn't respect the decision of the court. He doesn't even want there to be a decision of the court. And the danger that exists right now with having a September 18th date for sentencing, I promise you, and I know that I'm right, the Trump legal team will file a motion asking for another delay a day or two or three before that September 18th date, claiming that the sentencing proceeding in this case, the people of the state of New York versus Donald J. Trump, should be postponed until after the election because any decision that could be deemed negative against Donald Trump would be election interference. That's the angle that they're going for. Delay, delay, delay. And the worst part is that if hypothetically Trump by chance wins the election, you do realize that he will never be held accountable for this. And how you know that is even though that this is a state case, this is a New York case, and the president cannot pardon himself in a state case, what he will do is he will say, okay, you want to come get me? No problem. I'm here in the White House. Why don't you send your officers here to come have a nice conversation with Secret Service, the FBI, and the military? That's what he'll do. He will not, under any circumstance, freely accept responsibility for this case. I am so almost like tongue-tied at the timing and the result of this Supreme Court case and how the only one case, and you guys had heard me say this literally since the day Ben and I decided to start Political Beatdown, that the only case certain to go to trial and to hold Donald accountable was going to be the Manhattan District Attorney case. And I said, and everybody laughed and said, oh, it doesn't matter. It's a ticky-tack case. It's not going anywhere. How many pundits did you hear on TV saying that it's going to be dismissed or it'll be a hung jury and blah, blah, blah? No. Donald Trump was found guilty. He is right now a felon, even though he doesn't have to suffer the repercussions that other felons do. But under no circumstance is he not a felon. Unless, of course, there you go. Unless, of course, Judge Merchan makes a determination that as a direct result of this Supreme Court decision on presidential immunity, that certain information should not have been presented to the jury, that the jury went ahead and that the jury used that information in making its determination of guilt, and that now they have to do what? Have another trial? That the verdict is going to be set aside, meaning that Trump is now no longer a felon? I mean, we could play with this ad infinitum, spinning it around and around and around forever. It's disappointing because finally what it does is it shows that there is more than certainly one set of laws in this country. Hey everyone, first of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.